can see you. You are hiding.
Water if you need it. Ben, if we can start with you.
Good afternoon, Javi.
Afternoon.
First of all, just a check on the squad, if I may. Are you expecting any players to return, or have you lost any players ahead of the game at the weekend that you had available?
To have this busy schedule, we don't have time to change our situation. You know, we played 2 days ago, and we don't have any news about injured players. We have the same players I had for the last game.
It was a huge result for you in midweek in the battle to stay up. Is it the same again this weekend?
We have to know how difficult it is to get a win in this competition. We did it in our last game, but we know how hard it is to get the 3 points in play. And then, of course, we have a positive mentality and we will try to do it. But we have to be humble and to give the importance and every single point have.
Whether you call them 6-pointers like we do sometimes or not, how important is it for you and this season to beat the teams around you to stay up?
When we see how is the competition, we can see the difference are minimal, and we have to be ready to try to get points in every single play, in every single game, because we know everything changed very, very quickly. Then we try to be focused on the next game and knowing is the game, or trying to know that the next game is the game we need to win.
How many points do you think you'll need to stay up this year?
I don't know. The next 3 points, I need it. Next 3 points, with that feeling, we play the games. The next 3 points are the points we need.
Will 40 be enough?
I don't know. If you see other seasons, you can see different points, different situations, but I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned only about the points are in play in the next game.
And just finally for me then, moving up in the table as you have to 13th, does it feel like a weight is lifted, or does it feel exactly the same as before the game against Nottingham Forest?
For me, nothing changed. We need more points, and we try to play with the same desire, with the same energy. Nothing changed for me.
Thanks. Can I just check with you then? You say you had the same squad as last time, so no Willie Nonto this weekend?
Willie was on the bench last game. Was available, but he didn't play, but he was on the bench.
So
then he...
Fully back, yeah. With regards to the width that you've been playing with, Javi, Louis Sinister had a great game the other night. Is width something that you are really focused on bringing back into this side?
Luis, everybody could see the level in the last game, and in my opinion about our wingers is that all of them is keeping high level when they participate in the different games they played, because we can speak about all of them, and all of them in different games played really well. It's something I'm proud, because I can choose different ways to play. In the last game we played with Jack on the right, and we started with Jack on the right and with Luis on the left, and I think it was the best option to attack, to find the spaces in that game. But I know that if I choose other players, I'm sure we are going to keep a very good level.
On Jack, actually, Javi, prior to you coming here, obviously there was a doubt about his future, whether he was going to go to Leicester or whatever. Have you had a word with him, and have you done some one-on-one with him? Because he seems to be playing great football again. And how key is he to this football club?
Nothing different than others. I try to speak with all my players because it's my job. I have to try to help them to improve their level. With the players are playing more, maybe you speak more about the different actions in the games, but I like to speak with all of them because all of them deserve my consideration about towards them. Then I try to take care of all my players the same way. Jack is keeping high level, assisting, scoring, working a lot for the team, and I think is in the level of the team, always with the desire to improve.
So you've got Nyonto, you've got Jack, you've got Crescencio, you've got Lewis.
Yeah.
When they're all fit like they are at the moment, when it comes down to it, Javi, how do you make that decision as to which, say, two wingers that you go? What's the sort of defining factor if they're all playing well?
Yeah, I try to. It's not easy, but I try to choose the best players for every single game. It's the most difficult decision in every weeks, but I have to do it, and always thinking in what is the best for the next game.
We spoke to Ivan Malia yesterday, and he said that he was very complimentary about what's happening at the moment. But he said also the players are playing the football they want to play. Did you discuss with them when you came in a style of play at all, how they might like to play, or have you just said this is how we're going to do, and this is how we're going to play?
I think it's my decision. It's my job to take that decision. But of course, when I think we spoke something about it when I arrive to a new club. First thing for me is to know the characteristics of the players, the position they prefer to play, where they prefer to play, and then after that I have to choose the best solution or the best shape, the best way of play. But first of all is to know better my players, and after that, after speaking with them, after watching them in the different training sessions, after living with them different experiences, then I have to choose the best option. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Javi.
Hi.
How difficult is it to prepare for Crystal Palace with the change of management, Roy Hodgson back in, and what are you expecting from them the weekend?
I expect a very difficult game for sure, like all the games in this competition. In this case, with a new manager that I had the opportunity to play against him when I was in Watford. I know him very well. I know he's a very good manager, very nice people, all the staff, in all the different games we played against, always had a very good behavior, and it will be a pleasure to see him again and to say hello again.
Roy's been in the game for many, many years. Are you expecting an equal amount of time in management, and would it be such an achievement to get to that point?
No, for sure, no. No.
So not for you then?
No, for sure.
And the other gents touched on it, but how important would it be if you were to make it 6 points out of 6 this week in the battle? Because you mentioned every point is important, but this could be potentially a season-defining week if you get the 3 points against the Crystal Palace, to go with the 3 that you got against.
Yeah, I know. Now we can speak about how important it is to get 6 in a row, 6 points in these 2 games, but I'm not watching our last game to give more or less importance to the next. For sure we need to win the next game, but we did it in all the different games we played before. Now it's a new game where we know is our objective in play, and we need the points, and now is try to be focused in that game and give all the importance. It's like if it were a final for us. we need the points in play, and we have to play with that mentality.
And just finally from me, you have a number of games at Elland Road still to play. How important is it with your home form and the wonderful supporters that you have?
Yeah, massive for us is something. I'm sure it will make the difference for us. Playing at home with the atmosphere we have, I think is special for us. And you could feel in the last game we started losing again, and all the support we felt in that moment, I'm sure helped us to get at the end of the game the 3 points. Then is something extra for us, and I always want to thank our supporters, the support they give us. Thank you.
Right.
Junior Firpo has not played this many games in a row since 2019. How much has that helped him, and how do you assess his form over the last 2 weeks?
I didn't know, but I think he's one player that is doing many things well, and in the last game we spoke about how important was the defensive work of all the team, but speaking about defensive line, how concentrated they were in the moment we were attacking, and it was, I think, crucial for getting the points.